I want to talk about an episode called The Naked Time.
Beware.
The Naked Time is an iconic episode for Sulu. It comes very early in the series, and it is a moment of incredible growth for him. We learn so much about him. Would you care to share any reflections from that particular episode?
That's my favorite episode from the TV series as well. I love that show. And I got to make my 2 cents worth of contribution to it. About a month before we were to shoot that episode, John D.F. Black, who was the writer of that episode, happened to be on the set. I was seated set side in my chair, and he plunked himself down beside me, and he told me that this was the script he was working on, where a plague inhabits us, invades us through the palm of our hands, and affects our inhibition. Our inhibition is broken down. And he said, for Sulu, what I'm thinking of doing is giving him a samurai sword, and he starts attacking everybody. Actually, he was demonstrating his swordsmanship, but the people take it as an attack, and he terrorizes the ship. And I said, that's interesting, because I'm Japanese American, and that's ethnically consistent. But this is supposed to be the 23rd century.
Yes.
Sulu is a 23rd century guy, and he would see his heritage as much broader and larger than just ethnically confined. And I said, when I was a kid, I didn't play samurai. I played cops and robbers, and after I saw Errol Flynn in the Adventures of Robin Hood, my backyard became Sherwood Forest, and I had my mother make me a Robin Hood outfit, and
amazing.
I gathered all of my neighborhood friends, and I played Robin Hood. And so wouldn't it be interesting to put a fencing foil in Sulu's hand instead of a samurai sword? And he said, interesting idea. Yeah, particularly in science fiction. Do you fence? You never ask an actor whether we can do anything or not.
Yeah, the answer is always yes.
Always say yes and go out and learn how to do that.
Of course.
So that's how it happened.
So you learned to fence for the role.
As a matter of fact, there's another story behind that too. So after that conversation, that night, I had what we call the yellow pages. You guys may not know what that is. It's a listing of all of the businesses alphabetically. And I looked under fencing lessons, and there was one on Sunset Boulevard called Falcon Studios. And so I made a reservation, and my instructor was a man named Mr. Faulkner. And he just happened to be the person who choreographed The Adventures of Robin Hood.
No way!
I was blown away. I mean, that big circle. As a kid, I was watching his choreography on screen. As a matter of fact, when it was Basil Rathbone who sword fighted with Errol Flynn, and in Flynn's close-ups, it was Mr. Faulkner who stepped in for Basil Rathbone and was doing the sword fighting. So as a child, I was watching Mr. Faulkner's back when there was a close-up on Errol Flynn.
That is amazing.
What a gift.
Yeah.
Big circle around.
That is incredible. Incredible. Thank you for that story, because I've known you for over 30 years and I've been watching you for 48 years. And that's the first time I've ever heard that. I love that story. That's such a beautiful story.
You either leave this war bloodied or with my blood on your swords.